I'm just sitting there waiting to go live at 11 o'clock, and I thought, let's go live at 1 minute 2. Hello, Skilty. Let's go. Motivation. Right. Listing 5 things today. And I'm giving you an update on my sales because they finished on Sunday. So while we wait for a few people to arrive, Phantom Scribe's in. Good morning to you too. Don't know if that's some sort of like slang. I'll just have a biscuit while we wait for people to arrive. And there was someone who doesn't like me eating on stream, so hopefully it's not Tommy Bernard, Ali Evans, Pure Retro, Phantom Scribe or Skilty. But I'll be slurping away on a coffee for the next 30 minutes and then probably dying to go to the loo for the following 30 minutes. Right. Sales, they ended on Sunday. It's been nuts. I've actually had to do some work. Christ. But it's been good. So, hello, Johnny. Whenever I see Johnny 40 coats, I think of Johnny Fart Pants out of Viz. Is it just me? Pure Retro, Monkey Thrifter. Hello, Lee. How you doing? No boot fairs for me this weekend. All rained off. Hello, Paul Clement. Right. So I had this sale, and I've always done sales, and I've done promotions as well. I've done what I used to do was a blanket 1%, and I used to do up to about 20% sale, 10, then 20, depending on age of the item. I try and regularly list, but sometimes that's a little bit slapdash. So the last 2 weeks, I've been really focused on listing every day, 10-ish items, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. But the value, I've never really concentrated on value. If I've put on, like, I don't know, 10 DVDs, I thought, well, I've got away with it, when in actual fact they're only £1 each. So I've tried to do £150. And the sales I've done have been anything from 10% to 50% for really, really old stuff. And I've got it all on the spreadsheet. And I've been promoting 1% on everything, unless it's really, really old. And I'll show you the categories for that, where I've matched the suggested value at a maximum of 5%, because you can cap it. There we go. That's what I've done. And I've got it on a spreadsheet. Hello, Mandy. So I'll probably remove myself from the stream, but let's see if I can share this. Oh, there it is. There it is. Screen 2, share. I'll get rid of me. So, yeah, if you're looking on a mobile, it might be a little bit tiny, but for now. Yeah, so the sales, stuff listed in the last sort of like complete 4 months didn't go on a sale. Or complete 3 months, and the month we were in June when I did it. Stuff listed the 3 months prior to that went in. My shop category, I use shop categories to easily do this. So everything gets chucked in, like either like clothes, promo 1, small electrics, promo 1, toys and games, promo 1. They're all in shop categories. So that's what this is all about. And all of that lot, so there were like 10 different promo ones, because I've got 10 different shop categories. They went in 10% sale, 1% promoted. Slightly older stuff, November, October to September from 2020, 20% sale. It's all very cutthroat, you know. I won't kind of look at a figure of Yoda and go, oh, there's a figure of Yoda, I love it, but no one else does. It's, you know, take the emotion out of it. There are a couple of bits of retail arbitrage and kind of like board replacement, game replacement things, which were dirt cheap anyway, which were not in this sale. So yeah, older stuff. So it covered a 6 month, 40% sale, covered a 6 month range. 40% sale, capped at 5%, and really, really like Rotten Fish went in at 50% sale. Again, capped at 50%, capped at 5% for the promo. And so I'll show you what happened on the sale. But what's going to happen now is everything is going to get shifted along. So, you know, I will go into my shops, order them by date. And if the new dates fall in the new ranges for this month's sale coming up on the 20th, it'll all get adjusted. So some new in will go into promo 1, some promo 1 will go into promo 2. You get the idea. It's all a bit complex. So yeah, the idea of this was to shift to old stock, because I was kind of thinking it's dragging the store down, it's dragging me down, it's dragging everyone down. So let's have a look at the numbers. So bear in mind, like the new in stuff, that changes all the time because I'm listing all the time. If I started with 300 and I go and list 10 items, that'll go to 310, and it did on that first day. So this goes up and down depending on how much work I'm doing. But the other stuff, the promo stuff, because it was listed in February, January, and December last year, it can only go down if I get a sale on it. So what happened? Promo 10 went from 53 to 50, 3 items sold. Not very many. I'm not too worried about that though, because some of that stuff will go in 20% next month, and you know, supply and demand and all that, and price might hit the right price point. There were 45 items in a 20% sale. That went down to 41. Again, 10%, you know, about 10, just under 10% of the items gone. So it was kind of like, I said this during one of the daily streams. It's like when you first list on eBay, you might list your first like 20 items and you sit there going, is it sold yet? Has it sold yet? Has it sold yet? Has it sold yet? And I was a bit like that with these sales, where really I should just go, oh yes, just dribble in now, that's fine. And that's what it did. So the 30, where are we? 30% sales started with 76 items. Really wanted to get this old crud done. And out of those 76 items, that's gone down 8. So it's over 10%. So that's good. The 40% sale started with 72. Ended up with 64. Again, that's over 10% of the items gone, which is good. And 50%, maybe I have bought some real duffers, but that's gone from 82. That's about 5%, gone down by 4. So overall, I've totted up the sale items. I started with 328 sale items, and I've now, you know, I've sold 27 of them. So it's just under 10%, which I don't think is that bad. It's kind of like I've got rid of stuff which I probably wouldn't have got rid of. So I've done a pie chart. Everybody loves pie. So this was the state of the store before I started the sales. So this is all the new in stuff, the big blue stuff. Yeah, this is in terms of percentage, you know, percentage number of items. And it's gone from like just under 50% of the store to just over 50%. And what is good is, you know, these three here, especially these two, these have kind of like shrunk a bit, which is good. So you kind of look at that and go, well, yeah, so whatever. How can I get rid of this? There we go. You know, so what's so good about that? Well, it's good because I got rid. It looks very complex. Well, okay, let me simplify it. I've put half my store on sale because it hasn't sold, and probably about 7% of those sale items have sold, which I'm very pleased about. But here's the rub, okay? It's the effect that it's had on overall sales in my store that has been mind-blowing, and I didn't expect at all, and definitely not so suddenly. It's as if eBay has sort of said, oh, he's listing new stuff, he's trying to shift old stuff, and we like that. You're tickling my algorithm. I don't know what the algorithm is. You know, I wish I had that formula. That would be good, wouldn't it? But let me show you my total turnover. And of course, do never read anything into turnover. Turnover doesn't mean diddly squat. you know, when you see sort of like, oh, I've done, you know, 15,000 turnover in one day. Oh my, brilliant. It all depends on what you're buying it at. Profit is the key. But bear in mind that my kind of like return on investment, my profit margin is normally quite good. You know, I'm normally buying low and selling high. I've got an example of that actually. Let me show you this. Whoop. Just one moment. What was it Columbo says? Oh, here we go. I was going to do a Columbo there. It's just one more thing. Oh, just one more thing. Little Columbo. Okay, so here is, you know, probably the best example I've got. I saw this at a boot fair, and I picked it up, and I looked inside, and I went, "Oh, it hasn't got didn't have the radio controller on it, the remote control, and it was broken." I said, "Oh, I'm not really that interested." But what caught my eye was Radiotron. Anyway, the bloke said, "Oh, you can have it." He was a house clearance bloke. He doesn't want that in his van. So go on then. And I showed it on probably one of these actually. You know, it's like, here's what I picked up this morning. And it might have been Neil. It was one of you. Don't know if it was Funky UK Neil. I don't think it's normally the sort of thing. He normally starts getting excited about cameras. But someone said, have a look into that. They're the people who did the Knight Rider remote control. So I did look into it, and I saw that some do all right money, but I couldn't see that one. And I thought, oh, this might be a rare. So I stuck it on for 90, sold for 60 quid. So that gives you an idea. You know, bought for 0, sold for 60. A word of warning, and this is a kind of like advanced warning to the 40 people watching. I will be doing a cheesy video about that with a really cheesy thumbnail, purely for the views, because no one's really watching these good ones. Right, we've got a few more people in. So Mark Tyler's in. You're back. Good to get you back. Happy Chaps in. And Neil's in. Richard, Tit for Tat. Elizabeth Gibbs. Paul Clement, I've blown his mind. This is all well and good, but your promotions had no impact on my sales. Yes, this is true. Yeah. It says nothing to me about my sales. Yeah, free is always good. Okay, let me show you. What I'm going to show you now is my total turnover for the 2 weeks prior to the sale. Okay. And I think I've come on and said it's, you know, sometimes it's 0, sometimes it's 150, sometimes it's 80, sometimes, you know, whatever. And I kind of guessed, I think it might be like averaging around about 70. Well, I wasn't far off. I want to try and do a reveal. Just move a few sheets around. There we go. Okay. Let's share the screen again. I'll list something in a minute. That's something I haven't done the last 2 days. I haven't listed, which is terrible, really. It's blowing my theory sky high. Right, okay. So the turnover 2 weeks prior to the sale. So it's talking about the start of June. So for those 14 days, it was 1125, which is daily average of 80 quid, which is kind of like, you know, that's kind of okay for this time of year. Sometimes like it higher. Q4 is probably could be double, 3 times that, but you know, a daily average of 80. So if that was over 30 days, it'd be 2411. And so it comes out about 7234 on the 90 days, which is one everyone quotes. And I'm trying to get my 90 days above 10k. Right. Since I did the sale, yeah, I've had a few things dribble out, which has been great and great and great. But the real headline news is the effect it's had on the rest of the store, because my turnover during the 2 week sale was 2591. That's a daily average, and an average of £185 a day, which is crazy. So over 30 days it'll be that, and over 90 days it'll be that. So there you go. It's just bonkers, really, that it's had that effect. And one of the things I was hoping was I was going to get every day over 100, and I got to the second Saturday, and eBay just said, "Nah, we're not doing that for you," and they gave me like a £75, which I shouldn't be upset about, because £75 a day is not to turn your nose up at. And the following day, the Friday was a £75. The Saturday, which was the last day of the sale, because the sale ended at 11 o'clock on the Sunday, 11 a.m. The last day of the sale, I was absolutely blown away because I had my best single day on eBay, which was crazy and totally unexpected. It was a good day, and then I think I sold like a £150 item. So yeah, there you go. I will be obviously doing that again in sort of like the next week. I'm just adjusting my shop and redefining what's going in what sale. I need to list. I need to carry on listing. And it'll be interesting to see the next 2 weeks without the sale going on, whether I can maintain that level of sales. And I haven't listed for 2 days. Lee, I've been packing. I've been bloody going crazy. I know. I knew you picked that up on that. Like I said, I've actually had to work. I woke up yesterday, and I think I worked all the way through. It was absolutely crazy till like silly o'clock, just packing. And I've still got like about 11 things to pack. So yeah, it was crazy. Skill team missed the first few minutes because he had to put the bins out. Your wife told you off. Yeah, well, yeah, keep your priorities right, definitely. Tit for tat. Thought pie chart was the menu in Greg's. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hello, Lee. How you doing? I think we call Tea Cakes. How you doing? I was watching. I forget who streamed, but you were saying something in the chat. I was thinking it was a good comment, but I can't remember what it was. So there you go. Lincoln Seller, how you doing? And Mike Dando. Right, so there we go. So Tommy Bernard, he says he runs only 24-hour sales only. I've got a question for you, Tommy. I thought you could only do sales every 2 weeks. So you do a sale, and then you can't put that same item on sale. You have to wait for a 2 week period. But I might have got that wrong. Who knows? Let me know if I have. Right, let's shut down Google Sheets. Get rid of that. So it's all very amazingly interesting because, over the last sort of like 5 years, I'm in your kind of like 3,000 turnover, maybe up to, Christmas time might go sort of like 5, 6 maybe. No, every 24 hours start and finish. Well, I'll look into that. That's interesting. I'll try and set up a sale today then, see what it does. Yeah, I'll report back on that then. I'll have a look at that. What was I going on about? Totally forgotten. Shall I just list some stuff? I'll have to watch my stream back. So yeah, I've got some like high value hi-fi. I've got a list, but to kick off with, and it was in the thumbnail. It's got to be listed, isn't it? Destination Wembley, July 2008. We're just not worry about 2008. It's an England light jacket, windbreaker, and I've seen quite a few people at boot fairs selling St George's flags and crud like that. And what's the one thing everybody says to them? It is get them sold before we get beaten. But I'll tell you what, though, it's looking good. Game on, the other day was good. Nobody say anything. Who knows? Only got to beat Denmark, and my brother lives in Denmark, so that should be interesting. He's sorted either way. Okay, let's get this listed. 20 minutes in, no listing. Right. I've got no idea really what to call this. Let's get it on. Some idiots zipped it up. It's a fool. Feed the beast. Let's feed the beast. I tell you what, this fits me very well. Tommy, it sounds very interesting what you're saying. Oh God, it doesn't fit me around the one. Can't zip it up. That's a bad sign. Yeah, keeps the countdown timer going. Could be different. I'll check it out. Right. Hello, Fane Simon. Right. Let's actually do some listing. Let's actually do some work. England light jacket. So no boot fairs this weekend, all rained off, which I was kind of like quite glad about. What do you call this? What do you call it? Umbro. Let's have a look at sold. Let's have a look at completed. Let's have a look at buy it nows. What is this? An Umbro. Wouldn't it be great if someone's listed exactly the same thing? And I can just, well, what's it say on it? Destination 2008, Destination Wembley. Vintage Umbro England football blue Vauxhall zipped sports jacket, $27.99. Is that used? It's got to be used, isn't it? Why isn't it saying whether it's used or not? $27.99. Condition not completed. Why isn't that completed? Hayes went ahead. I'll tell you what. Liz told me. She goes, Hayes says it's going ahead with it. And I said, what? They always have even in the blazing sunshine, when there's been no rain for about 3 months, they always have a puddle just as you walk in. There's always this puddle there on the left. I think it's like a magical spring or like the fountain of youth or something. The land must be on clay, but I thought, no way am I going to go down there like and risk it. So Mark, I'll take it you went. Yeah. Happy chap. We've all been there. Packed a DVD player and now I found the remote. Just slice and poke. We needed an England life jacket in the past. We're no longer thinking. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying ICH. I daren't. Well, let's go $27.99. Why are there no condition on any of these clothes? That's very strange. Right, England. Football. Umbro. Coat. Jacket. Blue. Destination Wembley. 2008. I don't know whether I should put that in really. I don't know if it'll help sell it. Size is a small. Size small or S. And a custom label. Oh my God, we're in week 27. I do a 26-week cycle, so I'm back to week 1. Not that that means anything to anyone, but I'll just say it anyway. It's for my skew. Right, that is, well, it's a small men's clothing. I'll put it in gents clothing. It's for the tiny man. Excellent condition. I've got to go away and measure all the pit to cuff and all that, so I'll be doing that later. I do believe I have the photos. I took the photos about, well, I took them up a few weeks ago and just never got around to listing the thing. They may well be on OneDrive. Let's have a look. OneDrive. Yep, there they are. OneDrive is absolutely full of eBay pictures. So yeah, what yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know. What do you think of all those sales numbers? That's good, isn't it? Nobody cares. Oh dear. It's just amazing, really. I mean, I really get the thing. Sometimes you see people's stores and they have brilliant numbers, and of course you don't know the profit, so you know you can't read anything into it. But the thought of having a store where it's more weighted in the new items, and you know it's coming in and going through. It's like a pipe that isn't clogged. Yeah. What done here? I think that really has helped. But I'll be back to some normal kind of like, I think normal haul videos rather than these. This is a very useful thing I've done on eBay. Like I say, yeah, it's no one's really been watching. I've got about 500 views on these, and on a haul video I can sort of get over 1,000 normally. So yes, I did say the other day I'm going to have to be a bit of a YouTube tart. So apologies for that, for those who have stuck with me on the sales updates. Right, I'm tempted to go 30 quid, but I'll go 27.99. That one. So let's draft, put the photos in later. David M, how you doing? For a second there, I thought I was a new kind of watch. It's David M. You've got a new little icon in your thing. I can't remember what it was before. Might have just been a D or something. You turned off the banging house music to listen to this. What are you thinking? My son was playing piano the other day, and I was trying to do a beatbox for him, which I can't do, but you know, but I couldn't keep up. Right. Here's something I bought. This was one of the first kind of like bolos I ever looked at for about 5 years ago, and I've probably sold maybe like 5 or 6 lots of these. I picked up 5. I've only got 4 left because I managed to drop one. I think it was the Special K one I dropped. But I've got the Rice Krispies, Cocoa Pops, Frosties, which are probably the best ones. And the good thing is that seeing as I've only got 4 left, they should be easy to pack. So it's all deliberate. But yeah, like I say, one of the first kind of like, I say bolo, one of the first things that I would try and get, because you get it for like 50p or whatever, and could normally flip it for, I can't remember how much they sold for, but let's see how much they're worth now. They might be worth diddly squat now, because things do change. Kellogg cereal bowl has come up. Let's have a look. So there's those big cornflake ones you can get. Someone's got one, fruit and fibre, $2.99 bids. Ooh. Buy it now, comps. Let's have a look. Pete says it's a great little pickup. Let's just see. And the football ones are good. Yeah, I like the football ones. $4.99 for a Rice Krispies on a buy it now. Cocoa Pops $11.99. It always does me in when there's sort of like different prices. So okay, so $5 and $12. Do I just add them up? Someone would save on the postage. 17. Special K, that's the one I broke. Oh, let me type in the individual. Right, Frosties. Someone's done 3 for £8. That's just bloody nuts. I'm thinking 20 would sell it, but I might. Someone's done 2 for 15 free post. Frosties for a £5. Yeah, I think I'll go. I'm tempted to go 25, but I just don't. I think it might get in the way of selling it. Well, someone's done 24 for a set of 4 Frosties bowls. A set of 4 for $18.99. Frosties, Rice Krispies, fruit and fibre, and 2 fruit and fibres. This is exciting, isn't it? I think I'll do that. There we go. 20 quid plus postage. He's got a tenner each. Really? A tenner each? Pete, you've gone and thrown a spanner in the works. I was all set to sell them for 20 quid. Well, looking at comps, the current state of play, I think a tenner each wouldn't happen. I think I'm going for a £5 each. 20 quid plus postage. Right, vintage retro ceramic Kellogg's cereal bowl set for 1987. Frosties Rice Krispies. What can I get rid out of this listing? Set 4 times. I think I'll put in 4 times. Vintage retro, vintage ceramic Kellogg's cereal bowl, Frosties Rice Krispies, Cocoa Pops. I won't put fruit and fibre. And I've got retro. Can I fit in retro at the end? 10. No characters left. Always a bonus. Things change. Things change. You've changed. 21, 07, 05, week 1. Yeah, I think you might be right, actually. They might have gone for about a 10. I can't imagine why I would have picked up singles and put them on for a £5 each. So, yeah, you're probably right. What category? Put another one in MISC. Very good condition. Photos of those, yes, that's got to be added in. Do I do the Hermes price on? Do I want to send that? I think that'll be all right. Small parcel. I'll double check it. Yeah, I'm kind of like really glad that those sales have ended, which sounds ridiculous. But the sales that I've had have been absolutely crazy. And what I need to do is tidy up and organise better. I'm worst at it. I can make a mess. I'm really good at making a mess, but keeping things tidy. Liz said to me, you know, you struggle with tidying up. Why don't you just like 5 minutes at the end of each day, just sort of like tidy up for 5 minutes? I was like, well, I kind of do in my head. I kind of think about doing it, but I never do. All right, Luke, how you doing? Richard Henry, damn, picked up 2 of those bowls last week, 25p, but you want to set. Don't worry about that, mate. Just get them on and sold. Get it sold. My new mantra. I'm on a mission to get my England items and tennis bits up. Yeah, get them on, get them sold. Yeah, the clock's ticking. Mark has had 500 TVs delivered. He's sorting by screen size. That sounds like a fun game. I like it. Hello, JJ. I've got this, which I picked up for about 50p. That's the sort of thing I always get, and I kind of think, well, perhaps I should move away from this sort of thing. But what happened was I had one already, and as ever, it's missing some bits. So I've probably picked up 2 for 50p or whatever. Managed to make a complete one. You can see they're not exactly the same colour matched. But it's a great little game. But ironically, no way is it in perfect condition because the box is battered to hell. But how much is a game of perfection worth? And in actual fact, both of the boards didn't work. And I tried to fix one. You can open them up. And I completely broke it. And then I opened up this one. Had to get some epoxy resin out. And it all... I was trying to fix that for about like 2 hours. And I was thinking, I've got like about 30 things to pack. What am I doing? I'm being an idiot. But it's ready to be sold. Question: how, where do you keep and organise your stock? I rarely hear you speak of Mrs. Jar complaining about stock overtaking the house. Well, it does get mentioned. It's I have a place for stuff that comes in and isn't listed. So it's like I have a dumping area. And then there shouldn't be any listed stock in here, or the only stuff that should be in here is kind of like stuff I'm working on. So like I haven't listed these Wii's yet, but I'm kind of like keeping those till September time to put on. So they're just kind of like sitting there, and I haven't listed any of this stuff yet. But also in here is a load of like loads of I've got some Commodores, Amigas, and some Atari STs. Got Spectrums on the shelves, which I keep thinking I'd love to set up, but I never do, and they're just sort of like sat there. And then all that stuff is like not mine. It's kind of Liz's, and there's some crap there that I probably need to get rid of. And then the listed stock is all stored on shelving by the week I listed it. So I always go on about, oh, I'm in week 1, I'm in week 3, I'm in week 7. So I'll have a shelf like this, just slightly bigger spaced, and it'll have a couple of banana boxes on it, and the banana, strong banana boxes and the bigger ones, and that'll have stock on it. So probably about 1 week will be 4 banana boxes full of stock. But of course, sometimes there's overspill, stuff doesn't fit. There's bigger stuff, but that's how it's all stored. And so, I mean, that's different to how I used to I'd get something like this and just put it on a shelf, and then in the SKU I'd write the shelf number and say, oh, it's on OB5. Don't know why that's OB, office something, probably maybe because I'm in the office. But now it's like this is a week 1, so it'll go in week 1 stock. Yeah, there we go. Hope that answers your question. Favorite game as a kid? Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, that and Thunder Road I used to like. You must have a big warehouse. Oh, not talking to me, talking to Mark. Yeah, I bet Mark has got a big warehouse. Right, let's have a look at Perfection. Board game. I'm tempted to set it off and show you how it works, but basically what happens is you set this timer, and then when the timer's up, the board, a spring goes under the board and blows it all up. And if I did that, all the bits would go everywhere. I do probably need to put these in a sealed bag, all these bits, because I'm bound to lose one. So the good thing is with buying the 2 is I now got some spares if I ever see one again. But no doubt, if I ever get one that's missing a piece, I probably haven't got that piece in. So, but we'll see. Right, so sold items on Perfection. Incomplete. That's no good. Incomplete. Why would you put it on incomplete? Complete, 20 quid. It looks in quite good condition. 20 quid. Free post. That's 20 quid with post. I'm going to try 70.99. Yeah, it's 70.99 because bits have been replaced, not all the same colour. Box is battered. I want it sold. Bought it for £1. I've got some spares out of it. £1 to 17.99. What I said at the start of the stream about the sort of profit I like, the sort of ROI. I love really high ROI, but of course the bigger the profit margin, the lower ROI I'd take. So I love a one to 16.99, but I also don't mind a 50 quid to 120. Don't mind that at all. I'm sure there's a formula I could do involving profit margin and ROI, but then I might actually bore you to death. Right, custom label 2021 0705 week 1. Toys and games. Right, 100% complete. Some replacement pieces which are slightly different colour. Box is battered and has been repaired. Bet you sold £500 to £600. Says Tom in English Picker. Well, Tom, I'll tell you what I've sold today. Now we're kind of back to sanity, really. I've done £52 today. Which normally, like you said that to me a month ago, by like 11:40, you've done £52. I'd be like, that's all right. I've gone through my days before I did the sale, and like I say, I'll read them out here. Here we go. Here's a week: 34, 129, 0, 58, 71, and you get the idea. It's just like so up and downy like that. And the thing about what I've done the last 2 weeks, it was a noticeable gear shift. South London reseller, you'll never see her. Yeah, I'm making her up, really. The only time you see her is when you see her hand offering food from around the door. If I'm on at about 11 o'clock, she's not in at the moment, so there's no. I'm not going to get any pan au chocolats like slid around the door, unfortunately. Hello, Craig. How you doing? Luke. Yeah, Luke is a complete nightmare for storing stock. He's thinking about a storage unit. Well, yeah, go for it. Yeah, I suppose it is a tricky one, isn't it? You do have to be careful where you store stock. You have to be. I know Tom has used like containers, and they're. You get very cold in the winter, very hot in the summer. You have to watch out you don't get any sort of damp issues. So storing clothes, storing electronics, got to be very, very kind of like careful with what you do. If I have electronics, I will try and store in the house. Depends what it is, really. Yeah, don't get a unit. Yeah, I think you've got to put a lot of thought into that. And also you've got to go there, and it's a cost. But it's all, if you need it, then. But yeah, it's a difficult decision, definitely. Right, where were we? Yeah, again, being distracted. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting clear this week. Getting everything packed and gone, and just getting a sort of like a bit of clear time. It's so good when you've had a load of orders and you think, oh God, I've got to pack a Boombox and I've got to put 2 boxes together, and it's only sold as spares and repairs. So it's a 40 quid sale, so I'm glad to get rid of it. But it's just like, I'm going to get the hot glue gun out. I'm going to do a bit of a Lee cola flipper and get the hot glue gun out and tape the thing up. 2 double wall boxes. Luckily, I've got a load free, but I need to get some boxes. And then, get everything clear and then crack on with listing. But of course, I'm always of the mind to sort of like, well, I'll work on getting it clear, but I should be, no, let's bank 5 listings, because this is what I say on the stream. It's so important to bank the 5 and then get on with the other stuff. Okay. Perfection board game. I haven't taken any photos. It's going on for $17.99 plus postage. Did I say $16.99? $17.99. Let's try $17.99. Saves draft. What else was I going to list? I've still got a couple of Hornby items. What has been good during the last 2 weeks, I've sold a couple of big Hornby things that I picked up, but I've still got a few on the store. So they were over £100 sales. But yeah. Right. What have I done? I've done the Perfection. I've done the England jacket. I've done the bowls. I haven't got anything else. Let's have a look at one of these boom boxes. Oh. I'm going to drop this. So I was testing a load of boom boxes yesterday, and unsurprisingly, the tape decks weren't working. Various kind of like first one I tried, you played it and it just went click, 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 click. Do I send offers? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Mandy. Great question. And because I've now set up the store so that, for example, in small electricals, I'll have under that a subcategory of new in, promotion 1, which is everything that goes on the 10%, promotion 2, everything that goes on 20%, when I do my sales. When I'm sending offers, I kind of look at the category it's in. So if this was in like promo 3, subcategory in my shop, I'd go, I'll ping out a 30% offer because it's going to go on a 30% sale, which has been good because, if this was 60 quid and someone suddenly gets offers for 42, they're probably, it will catch their eye. So yeah, try some of my profit margins. TVs bought in for £5 to £10, selling for 99 to 129. Hey Mark, I will try that. Just send me over the TVs and I'll try it. I will try it for you. Yeah, let's say, if you drop me about a couple of hundred to start with, and we'll go from there. That'd be fantastic. Mark blows my mind with his numbers. Like I said, someone said the other day, Shazad's brother. He may well be. Right. So the tape deck doesn't work, which is a shame. I could try and open it up, but some of these boom boxes are easy. Like I know some of the Sanyo ones I've had. It's really, you open them up and it's like, oh yeah, that's easy to change the belt. Just goes around there. But I know this will be difficult. I don't even need to open it up. It will be like you probably have to unscrew the whole tape mechanism before you can even get near the belts. And then I've got to have a belt the right size. I could order the specific one, but it's probably going to cost a bit. I've got a selection, but if I haven't got one the same size, it would just be a lot of time wasted, or a lot of time spent, and probably wasted. I might be able to fix it, but what are the odds? So it's going on as spares. I've already priced this up. I think it was around about 50 plus 10, and because I haven't got a box for it at the moment, I've got to order up some boxes. I'm just going to start it off. I'm going to get it on, start it off with collection only, which is never going to go. But when I get the boxes, I'll then flip it to, to go via Hermes or UPS. So it's what is it? What the hell is it? Looks like a bulky plate. Yeah, just pop it in a poly mailer. That'd be all right. It's a PC. Right, let's have a look it up. It's a JVC. Yeah, I mean, hi-fi is good, but if something is from the 80s, the likelihood is that the belts are going to be knackered. I mean, I don't know if there are some manufacturers where they use better belts and they can stand the test of time, but not this one. Right, let's see if I can find a comp on this. Oh, I'm looking up the bloody model for the speaker here. That's not the thing to do, is it? Right. It's a PC X110. How are we doing for time? Got 10 minutes left. This might be my last one. I really don't want to go over because I've got so much to do. Yeah, so people are trying to sell these 90 quid. Let's have a look if it works. This unit has been tested. Good working order, fair amount of scratches. Okay. I think that's 90 quid plus. This is what people are trying to get. With the remote, 142 mint condition working. Pre-owned, 42 quid. Dusty as hell. What do they say about it? No power supply, nothing accessories. I mean, good condition. So it's fully working, but so that's quite a good buy actually. Apart from the fact it's beat up. 99.99. But these are all for sale. Let's have a look at solds, which is kind of like, that's just to give me an idea of what's out there at the moment. So parts only, £14.98. You know. So let's have a look at that. What does that say? Looks in good condition, not seen working. What? Oh, it's some sort of charity place. When did that sell? On the 1st of July. International sellers. £52. I think this is the one I was looking at. It's one from America. Is used, works great. Yeah, oh, this is one that works. So I think I may well struggle getting 50 quid for this. But let's draft it up anyway. Claire Borden, struggling, making a decision. Low value, easy and quick to list items are worth it. A couple of quid profit each. Thinking not worth it, but then money is money. I'm going around in circles. Difficult one. Because, it'll be different for each person. Ease of listing, ease of packing are all definite things you don't want to overlook. But high profit items are great, even if they might, take up a bit of time. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. So I do a mix. So I did a pair of shoes earlier, but then again they were like a £5 to £20 flip. So there's quite a good profit margin there, but it was just like bubble wrap, poly mailer, sent. So, but something like this is a bit of a pain. Peter Ray, how you doing? Will it go large letter? Might just go in. I'll check it on my thing. Richard Henry picked up a beautiful Boombox last week for £20. It's an Amstrad 1890. All right. Nice one. Shirley, how you doing, Shell? Are you on later? Let me know. I will be watching if you're on. So selling this for parts. Oh God, someone's trying to sell one for £33. Blooming heck. 32. Christ. So look at this. Please read. Okay. One speaker has a melted heat patch. Everything functions as it should, apart from the tape decks that do not fast forward or rewind, but does play tapes. I think that's same as mine. It doesn't fast forward or rewind. Certainly one of the units I tested, it didn't fast forward or rewind. See you later, Mark. Have a great day. Hopefully see you soon. Oh yeah, great big melty. Someone's left a melty thing on the top of the speaker. All right. So they've gone £32.99. 9.50 postage. Well, I'm going to start at 49.99 and see what it's like. How it goes. JVC. Can you do this as spares and repairs? Yeah, you can. Let's try and get a bit of a better description on this. For those of you who just joined, you've missed a very interesting first sort of like 20 minutes where I was analysing and going through spreadsheets like some sort of work presentation of my 2-week sales. So you may want to go back and watch that. Melted heat patch. That's it's like a Dali thing. With remote. Come on, give me a good title. Retro Boombox. I like that, Retro Boombox. I'll draw some of these things in the title. It depends how you put them in. Like if I'd have put Retro JVC CD portable system Boombox, that's not as good as putting Retro Boombox. And you think things would come up on, I think it was Wayne Simon was trying to sell someone was trying to sell a biscuit container, and it just wasn't coming up on search. Everyone was saying in the chat it's not coming up on search, and they just sort of changed the order of the words, and you wouldn't think changing the order of the words would have an effect, but it did. Very weird. Any sourcing this week? No boot fairs, Pete. No, so just trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel. Right. Please read description. Okay. How are we doing for time? I've got 3 minutes left. This is good, actually. So, okay. Powers on. Does not. I've got this written down what it doesn't do, so I'll have to edit that later. And we're going to go for a very optimistic 49.99. It is never going to sell at that, but we'll see what the interest is. I can't believe people are trying to sell it for like over 100, like working. Small parcel? No, I don't think so. Medium parcel. I'm going to stick £10 postage on that. My standard courier cost is £7.49, which I may well put up because couriers after costs £7.49 really doesn't cover it. So that might go up to £7.99. Good job I came in late. What are you talking about? If you're ever struggling to get off to sleep, play the first 20 minutes, you doze off like anything. Right, save that's draft. Try to get what's Lee saying? Try to get the word. Try to get the word. The word. The word. I'm racking my brains as to what that means, and I don't know. But I'm sure it makes sense. Right, that's my hour done. I'm off down the post office with a big sack of goodies, and I've got 3 Hermes things, which I've got to kind of bungee onto a teeny tiny trolley and walk down Wallington High Street like a complete numpty. Yeah. So, Neil, any last interesting things to say? Say them now. But Neil said something here. If you list stuff in some vintage categories, condition often isn't required. I've spotted that. Useful if you don't want by seeing parts or not working. Well, useful, but if I'm ever listing something that is for parts or not working, to be honest, I want them to know, because every time I sell something for parts or not working, I'm sending messages going, you do know it's parts not working. You do know it's parts not working. Because you know what it's like when you sell something like that and they get it and they go, it's for parts not working. I thought it was working. You're like, it says it in the title. It says it in the condition description. It says it in the item description. What are you buying? I've just sold like a simple Simon game, and that was spares and vintage. That was spares and repairs, and it's gone. And the only reason I messaged them twice, no response. The only reason I let it go is because they're in Croydon down the road. So if they message me, I'll go, right, I'm coming around and get it. Jesus. Right, Lee. Sorry, lol prop. Sorry. Try and get the word prop. Oh, try and get the word prop. Yeah. Get you. Yeah, I do put prop in for stuff that's old bits. Can bite you in the butt. No, thanks, Neil. Oh no, he's saying with returns. Oh right, okay. If a business reseller, yeah. Using props good. Vintage phones, stuff like that. Yeah. Hello, Julie. I love the timing, Julie. Just as I'm ending, replays available. Good to see you, though. Yeah, it's true, Neil. Buyers rarely read anything in the listing, especially as a lot of buyers are on mobile. I sold. I think I sold an N64 to Spain, and I was just sort of messaging them, and they didn't get back to me, and I cancelled it. I thought, I'm not having that. Yeah, you're quite right. And what did I have the other day? You know, someone saying, "No, it hasn't got this," or you know, oh, it was a Skylanders thing, and they said it hasn't got the dongle. And I said, look, it says in title and item description, it hasn't got the dongle. And I expected them to open a return, but they just said, "Oh, okay, I'll go and buy one." So I said, "Yeah, okay, you will." Right, that's all, guys. Thanks for watching as ever. It's always, you know, wonderful that people watch this nonsense, but you do, and I'm very, very grateful for it. Like I say, if I can get my arse in gear, it'd be cheesy video with cheesy thumbnail to see if I can get a few new viewers into the channel. That'd be nice. Concentrate a bit on the old YouTube because you know, it's important to grow, you know, everything you do. So try and add to the 2,500 that I've got already. But have a great week, everyone. I hope you get some stuff listed. Hope you pick up some good bits, and hope you get some fantastic sales. And I'll be doing another sale at the end of this month. Probably not going on about it as much as the one I've just done. But I'll keep you posted on how that goes as well. All right, take care. See you later.